You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. So I was chatting with a life coach the other day, and they went coachy coach on me. You know what that means, right? They didn't actually say, Scott, do you mind if I coach you on this? They just started coaching me without my permission. I'm used to it. It happens all the time. People go coaching me all the time. So it's whatever. We were talking about something that I wanted to do, which is pretty much what I talk about. I had an idea I want to do. It's on my mind. I want to go after it, right? And suddenly they went coachy coach, and they were saying, Scott, why do you feel you want that? I'm like, what? Scott, what's driving you? What's your inner why? So what? Scott, I guess what I'm asking is, what is your why? And I'm like, why the hell does it matter? I want it. I'm telling you. Okay, we'll talk about that here in a second. I almost didn't know what to say. I was nice about it. I made stuff up. I'm sure they're like, man, I got to figure out how to coach Scott because I can't get through to him. Anyway, it is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. By the way, if you ever try to coach a coach, make sure they know they're being coached, because if not, they're going to game you because they know the game, all right? Welcome to the show. This is episode number 5080. It's Happy Friday for you, and I'm glad you're here today. Yeah, doing this a long time. You've missed 19 years if you haven't been here for 19 years. How do you feel about that, by the way? Pretty happy you missed the first 19 years and we getting good at this? Or you're thinking right now, man, 19 years, he should be better than this. I don't know what it is. Anyway, glad to have you. My name is Scott. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, here's the thing that I know about why. Yes, it is important. I agree with you. So all you life coaches that are doing all your show prep and stealing all your coaching ideas from me on this show, and it happens all the time, I see your damn email addresses. I know you're there, okay? Yes, it's important. I agree. We need to know our why. Simon Sinek was not wrong. But common sense side of me, the Scott Logic side kicks in, because I've seen thousands of people doing amazing things without ever having a freaking clue what they're doing. I'm telling you, have you ever seen normal people out there doing stuff and you ask them, well, I don't know, had to go to work, had to make some money, had to buy a boat. I don't know, whatever, it's what I do. You ever hear that? Think about it for a second. Real people just do stuff. Cowboy stuff. Think about why they're going to feed the horse. It's just what they do. They're just living. In fact, I will tell you that if you are living your life in search of your why, you ain't never going to find it. You're not. Oh, wait a second. That's not very motivating, Scott. Let me explain that. You're going to find it for like a second. It's going to be there for a second, maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe a year. I don't know. Not long. But then it's going to change. Why? I don't know. Because life does that. So when we teach, like my Fish Your Passion program, I teach you to live passion, purpose, meaning, and legacy. We hardly talk about the why. I don't even know if it's in the program because it doesn't matter. Because I understand something. I understand that when you see something, you want it, you just go do it. My wife asked me 6 times now, why'd you buy that motorcycle? I don't know. I wanted it. See, it's got real world application. The Daily Boost newsletter releases today. I'm really scared to do this because I write it personally. There's no AI bots in my world. This is written by me. If you get a newsletter from me that recaps every single show that we just went through this week, plus gives you links to where to listen to the show in case you missed one, plus some other fun stuff, I can guarantee you this. My dad used to say that. I can guarantee damn well well, you get what he said. I wrote it. AI didn't write it. It's coming from my words. So if you complain, it's all my fault. Completely. Scott, use AI to clean yourself up. No. They should have programmed AI with me. It would have been better off. So as I arrive at 5,000 plus episodes, on my way to my planned goal, people ask, Scott, what is your goal? It's 1 billion. Actually, the actual goal is lifetime plus 5. That's it. Lifetime plus 5. In other words, since I record 5 shows in advance of the week to make sure I can just set it and forget it, I figured that for the most part, the day I die, there might be up to 5 episodes that have not been released, and you won't know I'm dead for 5 days. So it's 1 billion plus 5, or a lifetime plus 5. So have you heard that the grand goals, let's do a grand goal. It's like every time I hear Congress, let's do a grand bargain. Oh man, we're going to get ripped off fast now. But a grand goal, it requires you to understand your why you're doing and going after that goal for you to succeed. It does not, let's cut to the chase, spill the popcorn in the lobby, let's get over yourself. Why does not matter. If you want it, go do it. Folks in my world simply, they simplify it. They ask, what's your why? Like I already talked about. But first, you understand your motivation is what I do. Achieving goals is way more complex than you think it's going to be. Every single goal you ever wanted is incredibly complicated. It sounded simple when you thought about it. What was I thinking, right? I've been talking to Auntie Ann's Pretzels years ago, and she said, man, if I knew, I wouldn't have done it. I cannot tell you how many entrepreneurs I have heard that from. Hell, I can't tell you how many wives I've heard that from. Well, if I knew, I wouldn't have done it. Yeah, it's always more complicated than you thought, right? Without a strong why, you're probably going to give up. But the why doesn't have to be defined all the time. Sometimes it's inside of you. Many folks forget that the real why may hide from you. So a long time ago, I was in the first couple hundred episodes of the Daily Boost. I was kind of, I had all the fancy pictures. I looked like the motivational guy. I thought I was going to be a motivational speaker until I realized, nah, not going to do that. I was spending my time with a mentor, and I really enjoyed the podcast. From day one, I did not start this program to be I didn't even start it to be a podcaster. I didn't start it to be a speaker or a coach or anything. All that kind of just happened. I started it because I thought, hey, I can talk. I have good things to say. I can be kind of funny. I can help people. Let me do it this way. That was it. But it was in the first couple of hundred episodes, and given my enjoyment of my podcast, he questioned me running down a path of speaking and things like that. I do speak, but it's not my career. I don't market myself as a speaker. So what was my answer when he was questioning why I was doing that? And literally I said,
study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
well, it gets me out of the house. That's all the passion I had for it. It got me out of the house. I was working remote even back then. That was it. And yeah, I was kind of half kidding. I was perfectly happy as I was. Getting on stage and performing was not necessary to me. It wasn't a driver for me. I didn't have to do it. And yet you get into business. It was like, well, this is what you do. You start the podcast. Well, these days you start the podcast. It used to be, what's a podcast? But then you start coaching, and then you speak, and then you write a book and all this stuff. Well, what if I just want to do a podcast? After a big conversation, he said to me, you're not excited about the business of speaking, are you? Not even excited about the business of writing a book. I have just started the 7th book I haven't finished. He said, you don't like that. You're excited about the impact you can have with your audience, no matter how how you do it. You like to show up and do your thing, be Scott, help people along the way, and do it. So focus on that. Whatever may happen will happen. 5,080 episodes later. Wow, bang, boom, kapow. Holy podcast, Batman. You see, sometimes the why thing doesn't really matter. Sometimes you just find yourself doing something that makes you happy and has an impact and kind of checks off all the boxes, and you just kind of keep on doing it. And the longer you live and the longer you do it, the more you tend to look at that other stuff that you thought was so important such a long time ago and say, what was I thinking? My guess is you got a few of those what was I thinking goals living inside of you right now, and maybe acting on your life right now. Man, by the way, I already knew the answer that he had, but sometimes you have to talk to a mentor to get the truth, right? It happens to say what you're already thinking. Yeah, you know what I mean. Well, all right, go to motivationtomove.com. That's where you find stuff about me. You want to hire me to coach you? You want to hire me to speak? I can do that. Yes, I can. I'll make it up on the fly. It'll be good. Plus, you vote my newsletter. It released today. Just go to dailyboostnewsletter.com. Get yourself signed up, and we'll send it out to you.